Anyways, we'll just jump ahead to,
Should Salamander's corpse be with us? And also have 0 wounds?
If you wanted to be technical about it.
Anyways, we'll jump ahead. You guys got a lot of awkward glances from, some of the townsfolk, but nobody came up and harassed you on your way there.
Good.
You make it to the marble stairs at the bottom of the palace, and are stopped by a guard, who asks again, "What do you want?"
So it's different ones.
Very nonchalant about this.
Yeah.
And it's 40k. They're probably used to seeing corpses and odd things, but
Why have you brought me this filth?
I haven't
She's
brought
just an arbitrator.
just an arbitrator.
I know, I'm the scum, and I'm not going to say that about myself.
Yeah, that does sound a little self-deprecating, but the granary and fields were caught on fire a little while ago. We've caught the man behind it.
He walks over and he grabs the head of the man, the corpse, pulls it up and looks in his face, sets it back down. Very well, and he points you up towards the governor's palace.
Sweet.
Alright, that was pretty easy. We should bring more corpses. We'd like to seek an to Tempest. We killed a guy. Alright. He's up the stairs in the second hall on the left.
So you guys walk up the stairs and are met by Marcus, who looks at Joanna. Ah, Lady Arbitrator. What have you brought us today?
Oh, we unfortunately had to kill the man that burnt your fields and granary.
Is it unfortunate? Oh, that's on character.
It's not. I'm an agent of the law. I don't take life unless I feel I need to.
Well, it seems fortunate enough to me. Please.
Blank slate's gonna be our B.
Tempest would like to see you about this, I'm sure, and points you over.
Perfect. We were hoping to see him.
Let's all together go now.
So you guys walk into Tempest's office. In Tempest's office, there is Tempest sitting behind a desk and a couple of other guys sitting around him. They are obviously his elite guard.
Hey, Tempest, what's up?
Are you guys feeling the grim darkness?
Fucking 20s radio announcer over here.
I'm on it. I got this. You guys are gonna be great.
What's Superman up to? 20's nothing, I assume.
Ah, Joanna.
Tempest?
And Mercury.
And, your name was Mercury, correct?
He remembers. Yes.
It's my job to remember. Marcus informs me that you found the man that burnt down the granary and some of the fields.
Yes, he was unfortunately one of our companions.
Oh?
Ex-companions.
Well,
I can't stress this enough.
Well, that's why I said was.
He walks over and he grabs Salamander's head, pulls it up, looks at it, and with a very quick motion, flicks out a sword so fast you didn't even tell where it came from, and decapitates him, throwing the head to one of his other guards. Tell the prince.
I like the way you work.
And like nothing, it vanishes. Tell the prince we found the culprit. And then he turns back to Joanna. Good work, arbitrator.
It wasn't just me. That also, when we were chasing this man down, we had the help of the psycho I've spoken of.
Oh, you found the psyker.
Actually, sir, to be more accurate, he found us.
Interesting. Proceed.
We told the man, his name is Blank Slate, by the way, that you had an interest in meeting him, and he would also like to meet with you, but he'd like to do so in a more neutral location.
Such as?
He recommended the Temple of Man.
Very well. When can I meet him?
Immediately, if you'd like.
Oh, excellent. And he turns back to his cadre of guards. Sarna, you're in control here. And he turns back and begins walking out the door, leading you out of the palace. Mercury, if you wouldn't mind making a perception check real quick, that'd be great. That'd be great of you. I would just so enjoy it if you would do that for me.
All right. Consider it done, my liege.
Yes, I'm a liege.
Any modifiers or just straight?
It's a straight test. Woo!
I noticed everything.
So you are just so blown away by Tempest's majesty that you follow him like a puppy out the door.
I'm okay with this.
I'm gonna Mary Sue the fuck out of Tempest on you now.
That sounds like it'd be completely in character. Because he was working the shaft 2 seconds ago.
Yep. So anyways, jump cut to Blank Slate, who has just made it to the Temple of Man. Blank Slate? Would you like to take a forbidden lore test as you look over the Temple of Man?
Sure.
Go, go, Power Ranger. Go.
Fuck you.
What?
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 I know this.
Well, the only ones I have are Psyker Warp, so...
Yeah, forbidden lore warp.
Okay. Any modifiers?
Hold on a second. It is... Oh. Hold on. Not for the Temple of Man, but for any of the other temples, you can take a Forbidden Lore warp test for any of the other temples. Not the Temple of Man. That wasn't... We already did the test with Devin.
Okay.
If you'd like to learn about them, go ahead. Otherwise, just walk in.
I'll just walk in.
Okay.
Because I was told the other ones are orgy houses.
And you don't want to go? You're not a man I'd like to know.
Sorry, I don't know who I am, so...
I know, and you'll probably be able to find yourself in an orgy. Anyways, yes, you walk into the Temple of Man. There are a lot of, or not a lot, there are 3 or 4 robed figures in pews, and kneeling, either in pews, one is kneeling down by the edge of the pews in reverence. There is a man cloaked all in white who is walking around the main altar and chapel head of the area.
Okay. I'd like to make a perception check before I approach anybody to see if I see anything unusual.
Okay, go for it. No, you don't see anything unusual. You note that it seems that the Temple of Man has become slightly merged, as there is a larger than no number of Mechanicus iconography adorning the walls, but beyond that, it looks like a normal temple in service to his emperor.
That's kind of discouraging.
It was a Forge World.
That's true. I'm gonna go up to the man in white and see if he notices me coming towards him.
Yes, as you walk between the pews, you get towards the man in white, and he looks over. Ah, brother. How are you?
Without saying anything, I'll do the salute. The Emperor protects thing.
Oh. The clerical salute, or like the military salute? Because I'm pretty sure you'd know the military one. I don't know if you know clerical.
The military one, whatever.
Ah, yes, brother, the Emperor protects, and he does the salute back to you, finishing with...
Okay.
Have you seen much battle, my brother?
On and off. But, story for another time. I believe you're, Benedictus?
You've heard right, yes. I am Benedictus. I am the head shepherd of this temple for our beloved God Emperor. Sorry, I was reading something.
What could I do that wouldn't... Didn't think about that part. Crap, I don't know what I want to do. Fuck it, float in front of him.
Probably would help.
No, probably torch. Okay. Okay. Brother of the Imperium, I come seeking counsel.
Oh, counsel for what?
am... This makes it hard since I hadn't talked to this guy. Do you have somewhere more private we could speak?
Yes, brother. And he ushers you into a small, would that be like a cloister? A little cloistered area full of a few mirrors and adorning pictures of the Emperor and the Golden Throne. It is a small room that you believe is probably his office.
Okay. You've met some of my colleagues not long ago, an arbitrator and a couple of others. They spoke of the psyker that came with them, and I stand before you as that man.
Ah, you are the Sanctionite.
Yes.
Oh, how fortuitous. What can I do for you?
I have a lot of people very interested in me in this town, particularly mostly because they think I am a witch. Some of my party members have gotten in good favor with Tempest, and I kind of wonder, as someone who's been in this world much longer than I, how trustworthy he is.
Well, I can not speak as to how trustworthy a man like Tempest is. He is a man without parallel. He single-handedly led the Rankins to conquer as much land as they could. He is a brutal and brilliant military leader, and I've heard many stories of his debauchery. Though, he has always appeared a man of at least some honor. I warn you that your friends would do well to be cautious in their dealings with him, for he is not a man who accepts failure.
Well, they've met him and had a couple of dealings. I've been kind of in the shadow Senzon world, out of fear for my safety. He has some plans for me. His intent seems rather unclear, though. He did speak of an increased psyker presence on the world. Have you heard anything of this?
No, I've not. I've been searching all of my life to find a psyker worthy of his emperor to save us from the cloud that has descended upon our beautiful world.
I'll look at him. The cloud?
Yes, the warp that shrouds this world from the light of his emperor.
Brother, I'm afraid I misunderstand. What cloud are we speaking of?
Surely, as a traveler from off-world, you must have been aware of the warp storm that encloses this system.
Is it engulfing the system?
It has completely surrounded the system. Last we heard, back in the days before all of the psychers were purged, the few psychers that were on this world were purged or died of age. They were unable to get any signals in or send any messages in or out. The few navigators on the ships that landed here before the storms encased the world were no longer able to see the glorious Astronomicon from the Golden Throne. It has been most troubling, and only those with the stoutest heart have been able to remain in the light of the Emperor. Many, many have fallen, as I'm sure you've noticed, from his graces.
In other words, many of the psychers are becoming witches, you say?
The few psychers that I've heard of since the olden times have become heretics, yes, and they were purged and burned at the stake. But no, what I cry for is those of my flock, of just the peoples here, who no longer believe the Emperor protects us or watches over us. It has given rise to the other temples, where there used to only be this one.
It's very unfortunate to hear, brother.
Single tear.
Cinematic experience.
Yes. Even Tempest himself is not a member of the cult of the God Emperor. He follows Eric of the Temple of Foros and their teachings, as does most of the Rankin.
If I can interrupt real quick, which temple was that?
Purple.
If purple, yeah.
I knew which one purple was. I know green was Happy Fun Times, but...
Orgy Time.
Orgy Time was purple?
Bone City.
Okay. And red was
Torture
Meat Hooks,
porn.
right? Okay.
Could you describe the Temple of Faras? My colleagues went in, but I have not taken in the sights of this city.
Ah, the Temple of Foros. Yes. It is an odd structure. Its windows are black, and it has spikes that jut out in all directions, very violently. I've never been inside, for as I've never been in any of the other temples, for fear of losing my closeness to his emperor. They are the followers of Eric are heathens and those that have given over to lust.
And what is the deity that they worship?
2 seconds. Different notepads for the win. Oh god. Temples. Oh, I guess I didn't give him a name. Crap. Alright, so...
Just has to be kinky, Richard.
Who would be an interesting god that I could use this? I believe they follow a god known as Apollyon, though I may be mistaken, as I have had few discussions with Eric that have ever gone past minor pleasantries, if you can call them that.
But for sure, not the God Emperor.
No, none of the other churches are in service to His Majesty.
Nor share his views.
No. Which one is it? It is... Malphas. The Temple of Malphas seems to be... is it Malphas? No. Crap, it's blue. Who is blue? Guson. The Temple of Guson seems to be as close as any of them come, but he is still not a pure... They are still not pure followers of his emperor, so taint and corruption cover them all.
It is rather surprising that this world has not been exterminatus for how many heathens are on this world.
I'm sure that if the Empire could, they would have broken through and exterminated the entire world and expunged it of its impurities. Unfortunately, we have been alone to fight back for quite some time.
Well, brother, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I have chosen this place as a neutral location as a means to meet Tempest.
You want to bring Tempest here?
Bum, bum, bum.
That was...
Is it your response was bum bum bum?
No. Yes, I feel more comfortable in the pew of the Emperor of Man than I would easily in the square of his madness.
Yes, well, I'm afraid there is no way we can do anything to help you other than offering you this area and the hopes that he would not desecrate a temple for fear of starting a civil war. There are many who do not like the Rankin for their oppressive ways, but if he decided to attack you, we would have no means of recourse, save to help you escape.
I do appreciate your honesty, brother. I hope it does not come to that.
As do I.
That being said, my party members should be here fairly soon, and I assume that they will be bringing Tempest with them.
Yes, well, come, we will wait him together. And he takes you back out into the main temple.